Welcome back, folks. It seems that the Hannah Gutierrez Reed sentencing has happened. I was watching it live. I was not going to record it live because that would be inappropriate. However, the judge has imposed the full sentence. And she had some harsh words using Hannah Gutierrez Reed's own words to impose this full sentence. This is from Court TV. They have complete owner rights over this. I am not being paid to do this. I am simply continuing my coverage and allowing you all to see what has been said by the judge. I will also put a link to this full stream that they just had in the description below. But I do want to show the brief part of the judge's statement before imposing her sentence and explain a few things for what might happen in the Alec Baldwin trial. So without further ado, let's hear what she has to say here.
And what was the defendant doing while waiting? She was loading Alec Baldwin's gun. Did she have enough time to load the weapon safely? Plenty. Did she load the weapon? Yes.
And as you can see here, folks, I am going to pause intermittently because this is important things that are being said. But I also am hoping not to get a copyright strike. This is important coverage. But you can also see that the judge is keeping a measured tone that speaks of objectivity.
With dummies in a live round. Did she check what she was loading? No. Why? Well, in her own words, most recently.
Now this is the part where you understand, because earlier in the stream, if you watch it, you will see that that Hannah Gutierrez Reed gave her a final statement, as did her lawyers.
In her jailhouse calls, she didn't need to be shaking the dummies all the time. Did she check after that? No.
She's speaking about Hannah Gutierrez Reed's jailhouse calls to the outside world, which are monitored, by the way, and can be used as evidence, by the way.
And while you've heard her concerns about how she'll never work again as an armorer leading up to the trial, have her concerns changed? No. Here's what she says.
This is what basically put the nails in Hannah Gutierrez Reed's coffin for the sentencing.
This whole thing has been a character attack on her. Just recently, in her allocution, I'm not a monster. And what did... Oh, where is it done? They talk about how much of on the phone, she and another are talking about how much of Hannah's life that they could take up, and that this is messing up her modeling career. This is while she's incarcerated, waiting for a sentence.
Modeling career. Hannah, while awaiting sentence, was worried about her modeling career.
And what does she say about the death of Helena? Hannah is dismissive of the judge talking about someone dying as a result of her actions. Hannah says she's looking at 13 months, which is ridiculous of what happened. Hannah says that people have accidents and people die. It's an unfortunate part of life, but it doesn't mean she should be in jail.
Does that speak of any remorse to you folks? Does that sound remorseful?
A conditional discharge is not appropriate. And the second option, leaving you in the detention center, would be giving you a pass you do not deserve.
She's using Hannah's own words against her in this.
I did not hear you take accountability in your allocution. You said you were sorry. You were sorry, but not you were sorry for what you did. You were sorry for it, and hope they can find peace. It was your attorney that had to tell the court that you were remorseful.
Those are very important things you need to pay attention to in these sort of situations. And did the judge pay attention? Very clearly, she did.
The word remorse, a deep regret, coming from a sense of guilt for past wrongs. That's not you. You're hereby sentenced as follows. Stand.
And it's all this stuff is what led to her next words.
I am sentencing you to 18 months of incarceration at a New Mexico Women's Correctional Facility. I find that what you did constitutes a serious violent offense. It was committed in a physically violent manner, a fatal gunshot, done with your recklessness in the face of knowledge that your acts were reasonably likely to result in serious harm. You were the armorer, the one that stood between a safe weapon and a weapon that could kill someone. You alone turned a safe weapon into a lethal weapon.
And Hannah's barely showing any reaction at all.
But for you, Miss Hutchins would be alive, a husband would have his partner, and a little boy would have his mother. Please take her.
So yeah, folks, Hannah Gutierrez Reed is doing the full 18 months because of her actions, yes. But the reason why the judge has decided on the full sentence imposed is because Hannah Gutierrez Reed had no remorse. This woman was focused on her modeling career. She was saying, oh, people die all the time. It was an accident. This woman is responsible for the death of of another and is saying, oh, shit happens. Accidents happen. So yes, I do agree with the judge that the fullest sentence is imposed of the charges of involuntary manslaughter. The 18 months, Hannah Gutierrez Reed should serve every single minute of it. Now, chances are they will knock down a little bit of time due to the month that she has done in jail for the good time, or she will actually have to do the full 18. I do believe that they are going with the full 18, as good time may not apply in certain situations. So that is the video, folks. I wanted to bring this to a close. I will still be covering the Alec Baldwin part of all of this. This is all on my playlist of the Alec Baldwin shooting news. And I believe that it is important to keep up to date with all of this. Hannah Gutierrez Reed is now sentenced to 18 months in prison for the death of Helena Hutchins. And again, I will put the link to this video that I just watched here in the description of my video as I upload it. So, folks, I'm not doing the outro. This is not for publicity. This is to keep you all informed. But if you do feel so inclined as to follow what I usually do in my outro, that is up to you. But I do recommend that this be shared out, that justice has been served for Helena Hutchins in the case of Hannah Gutierrez Reed. Justice for Helena Hutchins in the case of Alec Baldwin, we will have to wait until the middle of, or the beginning of summer in order to see what happens. Anyway, folks, that is it. You all know the drill. Leave your comments. This has been Orange Hat. Y'all have a wonderful day. And always remember to stay humble.